melted glass.
Woo! Hey, gang, it's us again. Death Curse Society is back on the air. I am Red Crank. I got Zigzag, and I've got the Colonel.
Just a second.
Are you engrossed?
Oh, Leslie Vernon, trying to dispose of a body without lime. You rookie. When are we ready to go here? Are we ready to start, or what?
I think so, yeah. We're just waiting on you to finish a comic book.
Oh, my bad, man.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, proceed.
All right. Guys, later on, we are going to be talking about the upcoming sequel to Babysitter, Killer Queen, Babysitter 2, coming to Netflix soon. We're also going to look at the last trailer for the new Mutants, coming to theaters August 28th. We're going to talk a little bit about History of Horror from Eli Roth, coming back to AMC soon. We're going to talk about Shudder, how they're expanding their Halloween programming for 61 days. It's going to be a lot of Halloween celebrating on Shudder.
All right. We got to address this. Halloween stuff. Colonel, what the fuck is going on down there?
Dude, I don't know, man. I just ordered a fucking new dresser on Wayfair, and this little dude came in it. I'm fucking pumped, man. I got a new best friend. He came with fucking candy. I think it was originally dressed to go to Tom Hanks' new house in Greece, but fuck it. He's my friend now.
Oh, my God. I guess they do have just what they need.
Yeah, that poor guy, I saved him from a life of fucking torture. He's my buddy. He's going to school next week.
Wait a minute. Did you just accuse Tom Hanks of pedophilia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And finally, we're going to talk about the Oklahoma City Horror Con that is starting this weekend. But before we get to any of that good stuff, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to follow us on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And order something from Wayfair, get a free child, and let's go camping.
Don't blow up the jack-o'-lantern, I tell you. What a rough first night.
You're going to Camp Blood, ain't you? You'll never come back again. It's got a death curse.
All right, for Let's Go Camping this time around, we're going to talk about the new movie that's available on video on demand right now, The Pale Door. Ziggy, are you with us?
What?
Are you listening? Are you with us?
Oh, are we back? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, come on, dude.
I'm sorry, man. It's engrossed. This is fine writing.
Hey, before we go any further, let them know where they can get Before the Mask, the comic book series about Leslie Vernon.
Glen Echo Press. It's directly tied to the filmmakers. It's the film they did not get to make. If you want to see how Leslie Vernon became Leslie Vernon, that's it. Before the Mask.
Maybe he's done with that for a little bit, so we can go on with Let's Go Camping. We're talking about The Pale Door, which is available right now on video on demand. It's a new film from Aaron B. Kuntz, and it tells a tale of, after a botched train robbery, two brothers leading a gang of cowboys must survive the night in a ghost town inhabited by a coven of witches. Ziggy, what'd you think of The Pale Door?
I did put down my book long enough to watch The Pale Door. I'm a victim of overhype here. I did it. I overhyped it. It's not bad, but I have a huge problem with the way they shot it. I'm not buying the timeline where they're at. They even go further back, like a couple hundred years, and it looks exactly the same. I mean, there's something with filmmakers need to know. There's filters and tone change and, color it and make it look right. I mean, put sand blowing around over the fucking thing. I mean, something. It just did not look like a Western to me. And I'm somewhat of a fan of the modern Westerns that they've made, the Tombstones, Unforgiven, Open Range, shit like that. Horror in the West, yes, bring it on. This one, no, man, the story's a little fucked up. Not in a bad way where it's disturbing. It's just, this is dumb. There's some good action in it. There's some, say it's average gore. It's not great. The ending sucks. This isn't the worst one you'll see this year, but by far not the best. Right in the fucking middle with this. This was the one where I got done with it and went, all right. That was it.
I'll tell you my favorite part about the ending, no big twist.
No big twist.
It just ends.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't think so. Colonel, what did you think of The Pale Door?
This sucks, because Zach pretty much said everything I had to say.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I was really hyped for this fucking movie. And like I said, the way they shot it, it's granted, everything's shot in HD nowadays. There is a way to make it not look like a shot in HD. It really took you out of the element. They really don't give you a date. And assume this movie takes place sometime in the 1880s. Trying to make up a timeline here. They jump back 200 years to the 1680s. They're wearing the right clothing for the 1680s. You know, the people coming from Salem to burn the witches. But the town's the fucking same. If you travel back in time, I'm pretty sure if you saw this village in the 1680s, it doesn't look like a Western village in the 1880s. That, by the way, had the greenest grass I ever fucking seen throughout the entire town.
I mean, I guess this is the point where we're supposed to suspend belief, you know, and just go with it. But like a bright neon sign in your fucking face, man. If you can't ignore it.
Yeah, there's no suspending disbelief at this point. I will give them credit. I thought the makeup for the witches was fantastic. That really made up for the lack of gore and storyline and forced character interaction that makes you want to care for these people. But it's so fucking forced that I don't even want to hear it. I'll be completely honest. The last 16 minutes of the film, I zoned the fuck out and actually had to rewind it and rewatch it. So I really didn't pay attention for the last 60 minutes. And this is the end of the film. This is your big climax. I was really disappointed. I hyped it up too much myself. The trailer made it look fucking so good.
Yeah, this was not a home run, but not a strikeout either. This was kind of like a walk. I wanted to really like this movie, kind of like you guys, and I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's something I would go back and watch repeatedly. I can kind of see both of your points about it looking too polished. Now that I think about it after you guys talking about it, you're right. The sets did look exactly the same from 1680 to 1880, if that's the timeline that they're settling in.
200 years. That's
Yeah.
You know what they said.
There was no weathering of the buildings or like dilapidated sign or more dirt rather than grass. When I heard it was going to be shot in Oklahoma, or that it was shot in Oklahoma, I thought they would actually use an old abandoned town. We have several of those that are just tucked away down little back roads. And a lot of people don't know about. I mean, they're not on a map anymore. You can find some, and they look like old style Western, like the cowboys just fucking left. You could walk in there, nail up a few boards, paint it, and it would look like the 1880s. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that. And it almost looked like they used a soundstage for the set.
That's your director. That's your set director. I mean, everybody that should have been thinking. It's probably budgetary. I understand. I can gloss over lots of shit, but this, like I said, it's right in your face. It's so obvious.
I don't even think it's on the soundstage. It's like they were scouting locations, said, that's a beautiful field. Run down to Home Depot, get some 2x4s. We can throw some shit up and film this.
The old Blazing Saddles bit.
Right. What'd you guys think of the performances? Because I thought the performances were pretty good.
So I thought the guy who played Duncan, the older brother, which that still bugs me, that synopsis, 2 brothers leading a gang. No, it's 1 brother leading a gang and a little brother tagging along to get some fucking money. Because he's a big boy now. The actor who played Duncan I thought was great. The actor who played Pearl, she needs to go back to fucking acting school. That was rough. She had the face, but not the acting skills. That was fucking bad. And everybody else kind of just, they did all right.
Side note, the actress that played Pearl, Natasha Bassett, also played Britney Spears in a Lifetime biopic a few years ago. I thought that was interesting.
I thought the acting was fine. I mean, the head witch, she's kind of cardboard in that Keanu Reeves kind of way back in when he was first coming out. I didn't like the actress that portrayed the female gangster.
Really?
Yes.
I thought she was fun.
She had a couple good lines.
Yeah, she was kind of like the Great Value version of Melissa McCarthy, to be honest with you.
Maybe that's what the filmmakers were going for. The actress who played the head witch is Melora Walters. I think her performance was intended to be a little bit fluctuating due to her character.
It didn't hit me that way.
Melora Walters was in one of these just weird movies that I've always loved, a movie called Magnolia way back in the day, and stole that fucking movie with her performance in that.
Like a good actor holds that shit down, man. Takes you right through. I wasn't buying it, man.
Let's talk a little bit about comparisons to other films, because I had one that rose to mind immediately. And before Colonel steals my fucking thunder, I'm going to mention it. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Now, I don't want to do it, but I will turn this place into the fucking Wild Bunch if I think that you are fucking with me. You be cool.
Holy shit, this is a From Dusk Till Dawn clone in many ways, except change the time frame to, Western time and change the vampires to witches.
Once I started watching it, finished the movie, I was like, okay, my comparison from the Demon Knight, out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Really, Dusk Till Dawn was the only one I could think of.
Well, I said it before when we talked about the trailer. You remember Horror Express, how there was this cargo that was not cool, unholy or whatever, and Now, granted, Horror Express, the whole thing's on the train, but so I mean, it's just a little nod to that. Obviously, From Dusk Till Dawn. The Demon Knight, it's still there. Just they walk around on the ceiling and shit. It's cool. They're witches, and they start pulling spells on some of the guys and everything. But good thing to know: witches' heads can be blown the fuck off with a Colt 45
and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all you need. The Pale Door is from a group of Austin filmmakers, including Aaron B. Kuntz and also Keith Lansdale, who was the son of Joe R. Lansdale, who did Bubba Hotep and several other movies back in the past. Joe Lansdale presents this movie. Do you guys see a future for filmmakers like Aaron B. Kuntz?
Sure, like it wasn't a complete train wreck, no pun intended. I thought it could have been better. Pick a direction, man. You can't have it all. You can't be Midsummer with a slasher, or say From Dusk Till Dawn is probably a better, obviously, the one to compare it to. Even that one had a shitty ending, but this one, and then, you get your little hint that maybe it's not over yet, but...
Come on. All right, Colonel, I know you want to talk about it. It's not a twist ending, in my opinion, but you think it might be. Go ahead.
All right, spoiler alert. I won't ruin the end of the fucking movie here. So there's only one survivor at the end of it. Duncan, his little brother, sacrifices himself because he has pure blood for the witches to stay young forever. He goes back. He's living his brother's dream. He's not an outlaw anymore. He's got a farm. So he goes in the house, I guess, to eat fucking dinner, has some chow and some slop or some shit. And the next thing you see a crow, and it cuts out. The fucking witches were fucking watching them, man. I'm telling you.
Now, to help clarify, the crows would take the form of people and stuff and manipulate the cowboy or the gangsters in the town.
The witches would take the form of crows and then...
Right. When they would scatter, they would turn into crows to leave.
Lester, actually, when he dies, one comes out of his mouth. So, to me... In a way, I kind of pictured that crow as maybe like the spirit of Lester looking down over Duncan and his family.
Aha.
So I looked at it in a completely different way than you guys did, it seems like, because since the crow physically came out of Lester, I thought it may have a little bit of him. And since he had spent all his time raising these boys after their parents had been killed and taking care of them, that's just the way I took it. I just thought it was more like that rather than an ominous tone to the end. But
the classic Phantasm 2 ending.
This is not happening. We're gonna wake up. It's a dream.
It's only a dream.
No, it's not.
let's rank this motherfucker.
I want to keep it short and sweet because I want to get to fucking Zach, okay? As you can tell, I'm pretty much right down the middle in this fucking movie. I'm a little bit in the gray area, a little bit neutral. I'll give it a 5 because I can't tell if I liked it or kind of hated it.
In spite of Colonel giving it a 5, I'm now going to give it a 4, just because Colonel gave it a 5. In the end, I hated that ending a lot. Even though it tied everything up in a nice bow, I want to see the innocent blood forcibly removed from the host, not fucking donated in a deal. So yes, I hated the ending and I hated the sets, therefore it gets a 4.
Yeah, this was kind of middle of the road for me, and what's right in the middle of the road? A 5.
A 5.
A 5. That's where the Death Curse Society ranks The Pale Door. But you know what? Don't listen to us. We're just a bunch of assholes on YouTube. You go judge for yourselves. Find The Pale Door on video on demand, rent it, watch it, and let us know in the comments what you thought about it. That's going to wrap it up for Let's Go Camping. We're going to take a quick break, and we shall return with a whole lot more right after this. Stick around.
You think that when you die, you go to heaven. You come to us. Goodbye.
Wondershare Filmora is a user-friendly, easy-to-use video editing software which contains hundreds of special effects for video that allows you to easily create a unique visual effect. Head to www.wondershare.net and get started editing now.
The Death Curse Society has just become an associate producer on the film.
Yes.
Bravo. Bravo. Death Curse Society, guys, is so awesome. I met the guys, all 3 of the guys, at Indianapolis last year for Horror Hound. And I met those dudes, and I gotta tell you, like, I hung out with them, we took pictures, I signed some stuff, they gave me a t-shirt. It was awesome. They are awesome guys. So super cool. I am so glad to have them on board this campaign and also on board the film. And now they are gonna be IMDb credited as producers on this movie.
So
Hello, this is Nathan Basil, aka Leslie Vernon, and you are watching Death Curse Society.
Welcome back to Death Curse Society, folks. Thanks for sticking around. We got a lot to talk about in our next segment. Oh, God damn it. Ziggy! We're going again.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Hey, go ahead. Here we are. Welcome back to Death Curse Society.
I already did that.
All right. Proceed.
Anyway, it's time for stories around the campfire.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Hey, come back!
First up on stories around the campfire, Netflix is going to be releasing on September 10th a sequel to a very popular film they did a while back, The Babysitter, Killer Queen, based on 2017's The Babysitter. Back from McG, the producer-director, the film covers 2 years after defeating a satanic cult led by his babysitter B. Cole's trying to forget his past and focus on surviving high school. But when old enemies unexpectedly return, Cole will once again have to outsmart the forces of evil. Ziggy, talk to us a little bit about The Babysitter, Killer Queen.
Listen, man, we need more movies like this. If it can mirror the first one in the same kind of laughs and the way they did things in it, I'm in. Because the first one was fucking hilarious. Good blood in it and stuff, and hot B. Oh, price of admission paid right there with her, man. She is the shit. Everybody's back.
Except
for B.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
You serious?
Not B this time.
She got too big.
See, yeah. The fuck's that, man? If Samara Weaving's on this, I don't even want to fucking watch it.
There you go, man. She's that hot.
She is that hot. Really, all we've got now, a couple of promo photos. Check these out from Killer Queen. But they don't really tell us a lot. I'm expecting a trailer any day now. Colonel, what do you think? You interested in Killer Queen? It doesn't sound like it since there's no Samara Weaving.
No, there's no B. There's no me, okay? That's one less beer you got right there. Fuck you.
No, seriously, you're done?
Seriously, I'm done. Like, I'm taking this to fucking heart. Unless they take another Australian woman like Margot Robbie or someone else who looks, because I mean, let's be honest, they all kind of look alike. I'm not trying to be mean, but pair some pictures together. They're very similar. To trick my brain, then I'll watch it.
McG is back to direct and produce, so I'm expecting same style, same decent continuation of the storyline. I am kind of curious to see who the enemies are. It says familiar enemies. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about this. September 10th is right around the corner. Should be a lot of fun. Keep an eye on Netflix for The Babysitter, Killer Queen, coming to Netflix September 10th. We'll miss you, Samara Weaving.
Cameo?
Yes, we will.
Doubtful. Next up on Stories Around the Campfire, we're going to take a look at the new teaser that was exclusively released at San Diego Comic-Con's virtual con for The New Mutants. Coming out August 28th in theaters. Look at this.
All of you have killed someone. If you weren't here, you'd be in prison. Or worse. And you mutants are dangerous. We know. This place takes your greatest fear and makes you live through it.
Ooh, scary.
What are you doing?
Gotta get better someday.
Even there! Let's play a game.
So that's the teaser for The New Mutants dropping in theaters August 28th. Colonel, what do you think?
Here we are, finally. The New Mutants are hitting theaters after so fucking long. The cast are now grandparents. I grew up in the 90s, man. I am a huge fan of the X-Men franchise. Grew up in the 90s cartoon. That's what got me going. X-Men Wolverine. Fucking still has me pumped. I still watch that shit on Disney+. Fuck this movie, man. The X-Men's great. All about diversity and loving everybody for who they are. It had great lessons. All this taught me was Fox tried to get a last little bit of money out of this. They fucked it up and fucked it up and fucked it up. And any interest I had in this movie has now fucking died. I'm not going to risk dying to see your fucking movie. That's not worth it.
All right. That's, what is this music?
Greatest intro theme song of all fucking time.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it hits you like, sorry.
So I'm not a huge X-Men fan. I've liked some of the movies. I've disliked most of them. I will probably go and see this because August 28th is right around the time that my movie theater right across the street opens up. Yes, I'm going to try it. Yes, I'm going to wear my mask. Yes, I'm going to stay the fuck away from everybody. I'll probably go to like 2 o'clock showing when no one's fucking there anyway. It'll likely be just me in a theater and a big old bucket of popcorn that I haven't been able to have since like fucking March, and I cannot wait. This movie really means nothing to me. I mean, it was supposed to come out last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, I'm not sure about this whole movie theater opening thing yet. Here in Michigan, we have no word yet. They keep saying August. I can wait on this. However, this doesn't look like your standard superhero crap. This looks like it's got a little bit of craziness to it, some scary even. This looks like a stripped down, not really connected to, as Colonel said, like Fox's last entry with the X-Men before they return to the MCU. They're going to grab what they can on it. I could care less about the New Mutants. I know nothing about them, their powers, their ages, what they do, nothing. But that trailer looks like a pretty scary trip.
Yeah.
And I would be interested in seeing it, but it'll probably be on demand.
Normally, we wouldn't cover like an X-Men movie or TV series, but this one was supposed to kind of be almost like the Dark Universe. It was supposed to be the first of many movies that were going to be more horror-based and have that thriller-style terror in the storyline. That makes me a little more curious about it rather than just seeing Wolverine slice and dice his way through walls and people and blah, blah, blah. It's a one-and-done kind of thing. It was supposed to be setting up for a whole expanded universe of these characters, but I don't think that's going to happen now. That is one of the topics we are covering in our next episode, so stay tuned for that. The New Mutants will be in theaters, hopefully near you, August 28th, so check it out. Let us know what you think. Next up on Stories Around the Campfire, one of the projects I'm really looking forward to because I loved the first edition a couple years ago. AMC is bringing a second season of History of Horror with Eli Roth in October. The first episode will drop October 10th. Ziggy, what are you looking forward to on this?
Fuck, man, they pretty much covered everything in the first run, so I don't really know what he's going to bring.
Some of the topics that they are going to cover in this new season include magic-wielding witches, misshapen monsters, infamously evil youngsters. That was one I actually kind of thought they overlooked in the first season myself. Hell houses and body horror. So, Colonel, any of those topics really grab you?
Yeah, of course. Like the misshapen monsters. Fuck yeah. Little kids are fucking freaky, man. A little off subject on what we're talking about. What I'm really looking forward to, I don't know if you guys ever checked it out, but the audio versions they have on Shudder from the first History of Horror, expanded. That's what I'm looking forward more to than this show. When I get the audio-only versions, and I can just sit there and plug in the earbuds and listen. The Masters of Horror just talk fucking horror for hours. Oh my gosh, it's fucking sweet.
Interviewees also include Stephen King, Quentin Tarantino, Jordan Peele, Ari Aster, Bill fucking Hader, Nancy Allen, Megan Fox, Greg Nicotero, Rob Zombie, James Brolin, Edgar Wright, Piper Laurie, Leonard Maltin, Catherine Isabel, Jack Black, Slash, Rachel True, Ashley Lawrence, Joe Dante, Roger Corman, Mary Herron, John Landis, Tom Savini, and many others. It sounds like a hell of a lineup. Ziggy, now
yeah,
how does that grab you?
You love hearing from the guys and the people in the industry, little stories they have from the sets that always comes out in situations like this. Yeah, I mean, this was a high quality, fully polished excellent presentation last time they did it, so welcome with open arms. I don't think this can miss. We're going to need all we can if Halloween somehow gets canceled, so yes, feed me, Seymour.
I don't know, regardless what you think of his filmmaking style, Eli Roth, he's one of those you either love him or you hate him. I think he's the perfect host for this because he is one of those guys, he's attempted to do similar things, so he knows the questions to ask and he knows the topics to cover with these people. Colonel, do you agree that Eli Roth is like the perfect host for something like this?
Oh, yeah, because for one, he comes off as such a relatable guy. Just hearing him talk, well, when I was a kid, everybody starts off like that. When I was a kid and I first saw this, like I said, filmmaker, he has that aspect. And dude's kind of like a horror fucking sponge, man. He just soaked all that fucking information in and stored it over the fucking years. I'd love to sit down and just talk horror with the fucking guy.
No shit, right?
I'm not that huge of a fan of him. I don't shit on him like a lot of people, but fuck, he's a cool fucking dude, man. Plus, he's the Jew Bear.
It's funny you say I'd love to sit down and talk to him. I would too, but I think I would offend him because I wouldn't necessarily want to talk about any of his movies. I just want to talk about everyone else's movies. And he'd be like, do you want to ask me about Hostel? No, fuck Hostel. Let's do that. Let's talk about this. You know? I think I'd piss him off a little bit. And he'd be like, look, I got to go catch my flight. I think he's a great pick for it. Ziggy, I assume you agree.
Nothing wrong with Roth in this role. He's got that steely gaze. He gets horror. And that's what's good about it. And I'm fine with him in this role.
So Eli Roth's The History of Horror will drop on AMC October 10th, right along about the same time that they start their Fear Fest, however many days of that they're doing on AMC. Should be a fun time. Speaking of multiple days of Halloween, segue, Shudder has recently announced they are expanding their Halloween programming to 61 complete days, including 8 new original movies, everything starting September 1st. I know Colonel is a huge fan of Shudder. Colonel, talk to us about this. Are you excited?
Am I excited? There's a bear shit in the woods? Of course I'm fucking excited. Granted, they've been really tight-lipped on what the fuck they got coming out. They're saying, oh, big surprises. Stay tuned. Fuck you. Drop us some hints. You know, I know we're getting a new episode of Blessed Drive-In. Joe Bob Briggs Halloween special. So far right now, that's the top of my list. I don't want that to be at the top of my list. As much as I love it, give me some good shit. 61 days is a long fucking time. Granted, I live 365 days of fucking Halloween. Even just doing this. Bring some big guns. Bring some heavy hitters. Please let these original movies be worth a damn. I have a feeling that the Pale Door is going to show up on that motherfucker. I'm going to be like,
yeah, the Pale Door will probably be there. Some of the movies they have announced so far, they have dropped a few. The Color Out of Space, September 1st. The entire Nosferatu Season 2, all episodes dropping on September 10th. Spiral, September 17th. Not the Spiral that we're waiting for from the Book of Saw, just so you guys know. Verotica, September 24th. Scare Me, October 1st. The Vincent Price Collection, October 1st. The Cleansing Hour, October 8th. The Mortuary Collection, October 15th. 32 Malasana Street, October 22nd. And then Joe Bob's Halloween 2020 special, October 23rd. And May the Devil Take You To, October 29th. I'm interested to see some of these because I'm just interested in new horror content.
Yeah. You know, under the circumstances, I think this you can't have enough. Normally, I'd probably say, that's too much. 61 in a regular, normal living space. You'd probably get sick of it. We wouldn't. Hey, man, there's a bunch of new titles I've never heard of on that list. So I'm going to look forward to going through and giving them red checks or maybe a green X or whatever the fuck if they're good. Obviously, they've only given us a smattering of what's yet to come. I do hope they add some good classics in there. That guy, Vincent Price, that was the number one thing you said that got me excited. I love Vincent Price, but I'm talking like the 70s, 80s classics, slashers. That's what I want.
A lot of them are already on there, actually, man.
I know, but they're not all on there.
No. Get ready for Shudder. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you do not have this service, what is it, $6 a month? Come on, people.
Yeah, they just moved the price. You missed it.
Yeah, you could have gotten it a little cheaper earlier if you had subscribed.
Still worth it at the price it's at for what you get. It's the best streaming service. I'll say it.
That's right.
Hands down.
And we're not just saying that because we want to do a show on Shudder, but hey, definitely subscribe to Shudder. Get it on your app. Get it on your phone. Get it on your TV. It's worth it. It's hard to call yourself a true horror fan if you don't have Shudder. There, I'll fucking say it. Shudder. Last up on Stories Around the Campfire, if you're looking for a little bit of convention news, you happen to live in the Oklahoma area.
Where?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma! Oh, fuck! Oh, my ass meat!
Yeah, we know. Make fun of Oklahoma all you want, Zach. Fuck you. There is a convention for horror fans and for pop culture fans in Oklahoma City at the Sheridan Hotel in Midwest City. It's Oklahoma City HorrorCon 2020, August 29th and 30th. Guests are going to include Alex Vincent, Cesar Garcia, CJ Graham, Miko Hughes. Miko Hughes, I'm actually interested to talk to because I want to talk to him about Dylan's new nightmare that he's working on with Dave McCrae. I'm curious about that project. Bai Ling, Dustin Diamond, Screech. Ugh.
Careful, he'll kick your ass. He's an MMA guy now.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
He killed somebody.
I don't give a fuck. Chris Bartlett, Andrew Brynarski, and more. They have had a couple of cancellations. Derek Mears will not be attending anymore. Neither will John Kassir, which were two of the people I was kind of looking forward to seeing, but they had to cancel. If you are in the Oklahoma City area, go and check it out. August 29th and the 30th. Colonel, wish you could be there.
I wish I could too, but you know what? Okay, words of wisdom for you, Crank. Be safe, distance, wear your mask, and don't get sick. Wash your dick.
Oh, I'm going to wash it a lot. Possibly around Bai Ling, and I might get escorted out of the building.
Tell her I said...
No. No, you're not throwing that tagline out anymore.
That was close. You know, I wish this con would have happened back in July when I had the time off. I would have come down, I think. I want to start getting in there and roughing up those icons again and talking to them and asking them questions they want to hear and getting interviews and all the good stuff that we did. Running bits with all the crazy fans of the cons and everything. I'm glad you're going. Like the Colonel said, don't get sick. Wash your dick. The Colonel and I will be there in spirit on this one, but God damn it, count on it. There's going to be a DCS reunion in the con era in the very near future. Well, probably next year at this point.
2021, definitely.
Right.
I'm interested in this one because it is only their second year. Their first year was really, really small. I mean, it was in a room about this big, honestly. You could walk the entire convention floor in 10 minutes or less. 10 minutes or less. It was kind of neat because you literally had a lot of time to talk to the vendors. They weren't overrun with people. There were always times you could talk with the vendors, and you could do the same with the stars. There were a lot of times where one star was backed up and the guy that was right next to him, who's probably bigger, was like just by himself, nobody there. You could sit there and have a conversation for 20, 30 minutes at a time here. It was great.
Yeah, when I was in Sterling Heights last February, caught the Nathan Basil interview. Right next to him was Alex Vincent. But as we were wrapping up, he had gotten up and left. And I was going to get him too. So give him some DCS love, Crank. Give him a little interview. Let's get him on the fucking docket here, man.
I'll do that. I'm definitely going to try to talk to him, Miko Hughes, and definitely CJ Graham. I've spoken to CJ Graham before. He and I were supposed to do an interview. We just did not get a chance to. CJ Graham has actually ties to Oklahoma. I think his wife has family in Oklahoma. So
to where?
Yes, I said Oklahoma again. God damn it, Ziggy. Anyway, kudos to the guys at Nightfall Haunted Territory for putting this con together and growing it from the first year. Can't wait to check it out, August 29th and 30th in Midwest City. Dude, I'm already ready for HorrorCon 3 next year. Keep up the good work, guys. Well, that's going to wrap it up for Stories Around the Campfire and the show again. Thanks for tuning in. Ziggy, send them out for the week.
Hey, listen, producing a horror talk show isn't easy. But if you have Filmora by Wondershare, it is simple, man. You see how great this shit looks? Filmora by Wondershare, that's the way to go. It'll get you done. Check it out, and you can look as good as we do.
I'm not sure that's a great endorsement, but all right. Thank you, Ziggy. All right, don't forget also to check out our website at deathcursesociety.com and all of our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, YouTube. That's where you got to go to get all the good video bits. All the fun stuff is on the social media. All the informational stuff is on YouTube. That's the way it's set up. That's the way we like it. Thank you. Colonel.
Well, speaking of the way we like it, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we're all wearing our classic Death Curse Society logo t-shirt. Yes, folks, these are in high demand, low quantities for these, but we still have plenty of our Loomis shirts. Yes. How may you get one, you ask? PayPal.me/zigzag is DCS. Just give us the shirt you want, the size. It's $20 for small to extra large and $25 for 2X through 5X. Free shipping. We're not bullshitting you on this one either. It's not pay $50 to get free shipping. No, pay $25 for your shirt. Shipping is on us. Let everybody know that you are DCS.
Guys, our next episode will be September 10th. We're going to be talking about finally getting to review the new movie Antebellum, which also drops on August 28th, and the new Mutants, which is in theaters August 28th. For the Zigzag and for the Colonel, this is Red Crank saying thank you for watching. DCS out, and we'll see you next time. Woo!
The only reason why that motherfucker reads comics is because he doesn't have a reading level high enough to read a novel.
Let them know where they can get the Before the Mask comic book series real quick.
God damn it.
Oh, now you don't even know, huh? Oh, I got a gimmick I want to do, but I don't want to promote it.
Say it again.
Ziggy, say Western 3 times.
Western. Western. Western.
No, Western.
Western. Western.
Mm-hmm.
Western.
E-R-N, not R-E-N.
Western.
No. No.
That's how the Midwest says it, dude.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
And you did it a minute ago. It was like
it's like saying wash down there, you know. We say wash. It's wash, you know. I mean,
I do not say wash.
Okay.
I don't know. Too many people do say wash. It's wash.
It's wash.
Yeah,
maybe
I like watching Western movies.
South.
It's something like that, though. Western.
See, that sounded right.
A Western movie.
Western movie.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Not a Western.
A Western.
Place in Florida. See, that's where we fuck up.
Western.
It's not pronounced that way. It's Florida.
Like Howard Stern. Western.
Western. Yeah.
Okay. You learn something every day here, folks.
I'm
That's
just-
good society.
I'm not trying to be too picky, but oh God.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
You just did it a minute ago, and like my sciatic nerve just went kink, kink.
2 zigzags. Could you imagine?
No.